Oh, hey people, today we're gonna do a Q&A and let me just take my glasses off so we can make eye contact with each other. Anyways, yeah, just wanna do a couple questions, give you guys some answers, and hopefully help you guys or, you know, let you into a bit more about Pickering Fitness. So, first question from Chris S is, what kind of made you want to get into helping people on Instagram? And there's kind of like two sides to that story. First part of it's kind of like I always wanted to kind of like do things on my own. Never really wanted to do like a whole like work at a gym thing because they take all your money. So I kind of wanted to like help people without having someone breathing down my neck. And when I first started like Pickering Fitness in 2016, you know, I was looking at a lot of like Gary Vee stuff, a lot of, you know, business stuff, and pretty much the future is now social media. So you know how back in the day you used to look on newspapers, social media is everything now, and I did as much research as possible and I read a lot of books on social media and how to like get yourself out there. So that was pretty much why I wanted to do it. And at the time Instagram was like, you know, all about the fitness. So I just figured, let me see if I can help people on Instagram, because nowadays I can talk to people in Indonesia, in India, I can help anybody out there, and it's crazy how connected we are with social media. The second part of that question is why, is because I used to watch all these, you know, these Instagram people, these YouTubers, these fitness guys, you know, going traveling and stuff, and I was like, I had such a weird confidence like in myself that if they could do it, I could do it. So part of it was like a joke. It was like, let me see if I can, you know, as a 129 pound, 5'5" weirdo, can I become Insta known and like jokingly but half seriously impact people in a good way? And yeah, that's kind of why. Anyways, something about the next location is I think it's is it this tree or is it this tree? But one of these trees over here, if you walk past it, let me see if we can get it. You knock on this tree right here and then you like step back, it'll take you to a new location. Well, that was weird. How did we end up here? What a scene. What a scene. Look at those Instagram white girl aesthetics right there. That white on white on white on Visco. Chat soon. All right, so Nick Tomchik asks, what made you devote so much of your time and energy to fitness? Well, let's just say, you know, I suck at all these different team sports. I was never a team sport kind of guy. Never really had any interest other than just like lifting weights and like getting into fitness and stuff. And like, I didn't go to college until I was like 22. So I kind of just like thought, I like fitness, let me just go to college and let me kind of like put my efforts now into it and see if I can go somewhere. So short answer is basically like, I pretty much have no other interest other than fitness and like taking shirtless pictures in nature. So yeah. Well, that was interesting. I don't know how we ended up here. But anyways, next question from Sweet Gal is actually, how do I stay motivated and like on track when the results aren't instant? So maybe you've been like, you know, working out for a while, lifting weights or doing some cardio, and you're not really seeing instantaneous progress. And you're kind of like, oh, this kind of sucks, let me give up. You know, I'm not seeing, it's not working. And to me, the answer for that, I've always said it before, I always say that you need to focus on the long-term goal being worth more to you than the effort you're putting in. So if you're trying to, you know, eat better, do some cardio, lift weights, to lose some weight, you need to think about the fact that it may not actually be instantaneous and the effort required may not be that enjoyable. So think about your fit body as an end goal being worth more to you now than the effort you're willing to put in. So what I mean by this is like, you're gonna have to think about putting in the work now in terms of like losing weight and stuff to actually achieve that body you want. And the last thing I want to touch on with that topic is, if you're not seeing progress at all, I think it's best to not give up, but instead to kind of step back and look at your life as a whole. Typically, when you're not seeing progress, from my personal experience, something isn't going right. So it could be your nutrition, whether you're not eating enough or you're eating too little, whether you're actually just like not executing proper training. So maybe you're either inefficient, you're not pushing yourself hard enough, or you're simply just like maybe training too hard and not giving your body adequate time to actually recover to then perform a subsequent workout. The other things could be like stress. Stress is very bad for fat loss, because when your body's stressed, it doesn't want to lose fat. It wants to keep your fat because it doesn't know, you know, it's in a state of like fight or flight where it needs to hold on to your energy, being your fat, in case it needs it during a stressful time. The other thing could just be sleep. Sleep impacts weight loss very much. Fat loss actually occurs during when you're sleeping. Muscle repair occurs when you're sleeping. So if you're not getting a solid, like, I'd say at least minimum 6 hours of sleep a night, you are severely hindering your fat loss, muscle gain, and just like health potential. All right, next location. Oh, hey guys. Cute little location here in nature. Next question is from Rihanna McGregor, and she asks, how many days a week do I work out? Now, typically, you know, someone's gonna give you an answer like, oh man, 6 days a week, you know, 7 days a week, no off days. And for me, I didn't find this sustainable. I found that the most sustainable answer for me and for myself to actually like hold myself accountable for was to just kind of go as much as I can. So the answer I give people now is I go 3 to 6 times a week. So some weeks I go 3 times, some days I go, you know, 6 days in a row, and then I'm like, maybe I should take a rest day. Easy there, Grand Theft Auto Sanchez. Anyways, if you play San Andreas, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so yeah, 3 to 6 times a week is what I go. I do a split, which is chest day because my chest is actually lacking, shoulder tricep day, back bicep day, and a leg day. So it's a 4-day split, and I pretty much kind of go through the 4 and then I just repeat. And I take a rest day whenever I want, because I find that maybe some weeks I'm actually sorer than I expect, or I'm not always sore on the same day. So I take my rest days when I want, and I just train as much as I can. And just know this, it takes a lot less volume and training to maintain your muscle than it is to actually grow. If you feel like you're gonna lose all your muscle because you can't make it to the gym like 5 or 6 times a week, just know that by going 2 or 3 times, you're gonna maintain, but more than that is gonna be optimal. Chat soon. All right, second question from Rihanna is actually, how long should you rest between workout days? So this answer is gonna actually depend on what your split is and kind of how trained you are in terms of training age, as well as a bunch of other factors. So firstly, I'd give a blanket statement and say, don't train the same muscle group. Don't train the same muscle group 2 days in a row. Give it at least 24 to 48 hours of recovery between training sessions. So if you train chest on Monday because it's International Chest Day, don't train chest on Tuesday. At least try it on Wednesday, but I'd even say like maybe wait more than that, because you kind of don't want to be like neglecting other body parts as well. So when I talk about how it depends on your split, look at it this way. If you're doing a full body workout 3 times a week, then I would say like Monday you train full body, you'd rest Tuesday, you do full body on Wednesday, rest Thursday, full body on Friday. So in that way, you would be resting for a full day, whereas something like a push-pull legs, you wouldn't actually have a rest from the gym on subsequent days. You'd probably do push Monday, pull Tuesday, legs Wednesday, maybe a rest day, or maybe back to push-pull legs. So in terms of that, if you're training different body parts on different days, you don't need to rest from the gym. Whereas if you're doing something like a full body or an upper lower, you can actually take rest days in between your training sessions. Last blanket statement would be, don't go 7 days in a row. Give yourself at least 1 day recovery after going 6 days. If I'm not mistaken, this should take me all the way to my room. We made it, guys. All right, so last question. What supplements do I take? So I'm gonna go over them. I've talked about supplements before, but I'm gonna kind of give you my thoughts. The ones I take are typically the only ones that do anything. So firstly, I take a multivitamin and I take a fish oil. I currently haven't had fish oil for like 6 months, but I should probably get some more. I take creatine, just simple creatine monohydrate. It's cheap, it's good, it's effective. Don't believe all the stuff about, you know, liver damage. Don't believe in the loading phase, because studies show that people who loaded versus people who didn't load had the same amount of creatine saturation in their muscles. So just don't do it, people. I take a mass gainer just because I'm lazy and I need to get some extra calories, and sometimes I don't feel like eating whole foods. I feel like just kind of drinking something quickly. And then lastly, only recently, I take a pre-workout, and yeah, just to kind of like really give me that edge and keep me going to the gym, keep me focused, keep me energized. And yeah, speaking of pre-workouts, we should probably take some and hit the gym.
Black sheep, living in a daydream, in too deep, in too deep. I'ma give you everything, I'ma give you everything, forever everything. You want me, go no sleep, gonna keep it all G, on the same team, same damn team. Tell my body 6 feet, I'ma give you everything, forever everything. I'm that Al Capone Cadillac, die like a maniac, killer like Zodiac. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shot to your cardiac, till the end, got your back, even when you're gonna crash. I'm still gonna ride with you, ride with you, ride with you. You know I'd die for you, die for you, die for you. Put it all on the line for you, just to keep it bulletproof. Stay with me tonight, I'll be your alibi. I'll be your alibi. Sarah Connor combat, I'll be back, I'll be back. I'ma give you all I have, I'ma give you all I have, forever all I have. Keep you in my habitat, dedication to the max, never change that, won't change that. I'ma give you all I have, I'ma give you all I have, forever all I have. Yeah, we're different from the masses, we go back Jurassic, baby we're classic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With you to the casket, mellow the dramatic, even through the madness, yeah. I'm still gonna ride with you, ride with you, ride with you. You know I'd die for you, die for you, die for you. Put it all on the line for you, just to keep it bulletproof. Stay with me tonight, I'll be your alibi. I'll be your alibi.
Welcome back, guys. I just want to thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the question and answer. Hope you really enjoyed the workout. If you guys have any of your own questions you want to ask me, you can either reach me on Instagram at Pickering Fitness or by carrier pigeon. Just find a bird and tell it to find me. So if you guys have any other video ideas, let me know as well in the comments. And yeah, that's all for today, guys. Try to come up with some more exciting videos in the future. But as for right now, you know what I'm gonna say. Peace, love, and tranquility.